What is going on, Crimson City? My name is Crimson CBAD, and welcome to Week 14 of Pokemon 4 Glory, a competitive draft league format. You guys saw the team builder yesterday, and it's been a minute since I've done a live comm of these, but to be fair, I'm in a little bit of a time crunch, so actually live comming this match does help me out quite a bit. Breaking the fourth wall, I'm actually in Connecticut for the Hartford Regionals right now with A-Drive. Definitely I am hanging out with people like Pokémon and Mr. Talon. So, hope you guys enjoy this while I'm gone. If you guys are excited, be sure to leave a like on the video. Guys' support is greatly appreciated. We are going up against Coach Kyle Ake and the Miami Donphans. If you guys missed the team builder, check it out in the description of this video. And of course, I'll be sure to link Kyle's channel in the description of this video as well. You can go show him some love. Without further ado, I'm going to cut to where we connect with Kyle, and I'm going to be right back. All right, we are all connected with Kyle. Let's go on ahead and see. Take a look what he's bringing here. Scolipede Lolowak would be very memey, I feel like. I feel like Scolipede's coming. I feel like Aurora Veil offense could definitely come. Like Calm Mind, like maybe like a Calm Mind's 3 attack Suicune could be pretty nice. He does need like some sort of like HP Electric or HP Fire to hit my 4x weaknesses. If he wants to hit Swampert too, he's got to bring HP Grass, things like that. We'll go on ahead and see what he is bringing right here. Forgive me if my commentary or anything like that is not too well. It has been a minute since I have done a live comm. So he has the Suicune. He is that has the pressure ability. He's got Latios with Levitate. He's got the Porygon 2, which is good to note. He does also have the Hitmontop. He has the Alolan Ninetales. So no Scolipede, which is really nice. And he also has the Mega Absol, which we know carries the Magic Bounce ability. And is rocking that Absolite. So, looking at his team, I mean, I could lead off with Pelipper just to set the rein in case Alolan Ninetales wants to come out. I could... Let me take a look here versus Mega Absol. How are we looking up against a Mega Absol? Like an Adamant. Can he run Adamant? Jolly, let's see. If he is a Jolly set, can he run that? That's something I should check before. In 45 seconds, I'm good. I'm good. 183, Sneasel, he has to run Jolly just to outspeed some stuff. And Pelipper does appreciate that, so I'm going to actually lead off with Pelipper. Set the range just in case he feels like going out into Ninetales. We are slower, so our weather will hit the field first. Mega Absol knockoff does like 37 to 44. Hurricane does a tremendous amount. U-turn also is obviously a very super effective move against him. We will be able to get the 7 turns of the rain up. We can U-turn out off of the Mega Absol into something like Scissor too, because Scissor, if I'm not mistaken, also does tremendous damage to the Alolan Ninetales unless he's like Babiri Berry. Which in that case, I mean, yeah, Bullet Punch, I mean, if he's Babiri Berry, like Bullet Punch has a chance to, or doesn't even KO. So we'll see here. We lit off with the Pelipper. What does he want to lead off with here? What does he want to lead off with? He leads off with Dry, which is going to be the Porygon 2. Very, very interesting. I could very, very easily U-turn out into something like Scissor to Toxic this thing, which is kind of what I want to do, actually. I could also Toxic this thing myself, but I don't want to take a Thunderbolt, obviously. I imagine I don't live a Thunderbolt from this thing. Actually, I do live a Thunderbolt. Oh, no, that's Scissor. Never mind. Yikes, 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 yikes. I was about to say, that's what? I was about to say, that's very interesting. So, non-invested special attack. Porygon 2 Thunderbolt obviously does kill me, so I am going to U-turn just in case he feels like switching out. Get a little bit of chip damage. I'll reveal that U-turn. U-turn's doing 5% on, like, especially defensive sets, so we'll see what that goes. Tony Stark's a fine switch in. It takes a Thunderbolt. I can just Toxic this thing. I can also U-turn. He goes for the Toxic. Awesome. Cool. Good to know. Good to know. That was another thing that I didn't want happening right there. I can also Toxic Mons on his side that do want to come in, because nothing on his team appreciates a Toxic either. Mega Absol's not Mega Evolved yet, so it will be worn down. He switches in something like the Suicune, too. That'll be really, really nice. We've got the rain up, so an HP Fire isn't going to hurt us. Let me double check here. Yeah, this thing isn't doing too much to us. We know he's got the Toxic. Probably Recover and then Bolt Beam coverage, honestly. Maybe like an HP Grass, but Ice Beam and Thunderbolt really does do a number to my team. It does take apart my Rain Core. So being able to wear this thing down, if I can get a Toxic off, that'll be nice. A Toxic off and something like Hitmontop will be really cool too. Scissor can take on Hitmontop very comfortably, I feel like. Technician, like what? Hidden Power. Like if he brings the secret check, Hidden Power Fire, we're still in the Rain Amorous Spadef, so I don't see too much happening there. I didn't see the downloads, so maybe he's... I didn't see Trace either. What is that? Analytic? He's gonna send out Raindrop, which is the Hitmontop. Okay, so Hitmontop's got the Intimidate ability. That's good to know. Woo! I hit my mic. Sorry. Rest in peace, headphones users. Rest in peace, headphone users. He has Intimidate. So he also has Toxic Poison, which is nice. I'm -1, so I really don't need to do too much against this thing. I don't really need to do too much against this thing. I mean, close combat from like an Adamant one does about 51 to 64. I can just roost off damage. I am faster than this thing. I'm gonna go for a roost. I'm just gonna see what he wants to go for. I mean, I can't be toxic. My Rain's still up. He goes for close combat. Okay, cool. Okay. And now he's at -1. Awesome. So between leftovers and roost, I'll be able to roost off that damage. I can shrug it off. That seems to be like a max attack adamant set. Max attack adamant does 51 to 64. That brought me down to... that is 56. So yeah, that is definitely a max attack adamant set. With the leftovers as well. Good to know. Alright, so we're finding more and more out about this Porygon. Or about this Hitmontop, I should say. So, he's at -1 defense. I'm at -1 attack. Which should even out, I want to say. U-turn's doing about 12 to 15 if he's a max HP set. I definitely could roost here. I definitely could also U-turn out. I get double Toxic, predicting something else to want to come in. I can see double roosting. I'll just double roost here. I can double roost if he wants to switch out. He actually withdraws. Okay, and he wants to go out into the... He wants to go out into 6 seconds, which is the Suicune. Okay. So Suicune... offensive Calm Mind. Let's just play with that game. In the Rain, Hydro Pump does a lot of damage. I do want to Toxic this thing. If he's not offensive, we can find out right now. HP Fire in the Rain. Hidden Power Fire in the Rain's doing about 24 to 29 if he's max special attack. Suicune. Hydro Pump in the Rain will hurt. A Scald obviously would hurt. A Scald, let's see, how much is Scald doing? Scald in the Rain's doing 37 to 45. Toxic on this thing is more important in my opinion. He doesn't have a Cleric. He doesn't have a Cleric on his team to my knowledge, unless my prep is wrong. And unless he's Rest Suicune, he does not want to get Toxic either. But the water boost in the Rain is definitely does suck. But we've got 4 turns of Rain right now. We've got 3 turns left, which is something to keep in mind. And I think Toxic in the Suicune is just going to be fine. We can, like I said, the game plan here is to whittle down, so that way something like Sock can come in and just start clicking close combat eventually. We outspeed everything. He did bring the Doug Trio, which is nice. Goes for the Scald. Let's see how much this is doing here. That's going to bring us down to 123, which is 31%. So he is not a fully offensive Suicune, which is good to know. In fact, he's got a little bit. That did 31%. I would assume he's like a standard Crocoon set, like a max HP, max defensive set. I don't recall seeing leftovers. I don't recall seeing leftovers. I do want to switch out into the Roserade here. I can also U-turn because the chip damage isn't super necessary with Scissors, so I could just go for a safe U-turn here, which is exactly what I'm going to do. Goes for the Calm Mind. Ooh, perfect, perfect, perfect. Let me get this. So we see here, I'm going to go for the U-turn here. So we've got a +1 Suicune in front of us now. Now I can go out into Let's see here. Suicune, Crocoon, or Calm Mind Protect set. If he's running like Calm Mind Hidden Power Grass, that does not do anything at +1, and plus I can roar him out too, which will be nice. So I'll go out here into Swampert, take advantage of that. If he's like if he's max HP, max defense, what is that, a bold set? And like I said, we haven't seen any sort of indication that he has coverage for this. So I do just want a Mega Evolve, and I want to go for the Roar just in case he feels safe setting up on us. And also if he doubles out and he switch into something like... Okay, so he does stay in. So like I said, if he's got... I don't believe in the rain, like I said, that he would have special offensive investments. So I'm thinking the HP Grass is uninvested if he goes for it. Goes for the rest. Awesome, cool. So we can roar him out so he does not have that Calm Mind anymore. So he's definitely Rest-Coon. Definitely rest, which is good to know. So we will need to knock him off. We can roar, get him out of here. Don't want none of that. And what does he go out into? Goes out into the Latios, actually. Okay. And we've still got one more turn of rain, which is good to note. And I am faster than Scarf Latios, which is another thing to note. So Ice Punch is going to hurt. Like the Dickens. So let's just assume he's like a Choice Scarf set. Ice Punch is doing a lot of damage. We can eat a Draco, and Energy Ball is obviously going to hurt. I think while I'm faster, I'm just going to go for the Ice Punch. He could have Energy Ball, which will knock us out. Yeah, Energy Ball obviously knocks out if he is carrying it. Draco does 58 to 69. Scissors a nice switch in, but even with... even with Scissors' special defense investment, with the damages that he's already taken on there, I mean, Draco... Maybe that was the play, actually. Maybe that was the play, because Draco's not even doing 25 to 30. And then even after the special defense drop, is not doing nothing. So he does stay in. We go for that Ice Punch. We do connect. We are able to get a little less than, a little over half, and he does reveal the Draco Meteor. So he's got the Draco Meteor. If I have one more turn of rain, I do not. All right. So I'm left at 51, but he's also at -2. He's left at -2 after the Draco. If he is curing the Energy Ball, this is when he can kill me. But would he be Scarf is the question. I think he would have went for Energy Ball if he had it. I think he would have went for Energy Ball if he had it. I don't think he would have dropped the Draco. I'm going to go for another Ice Punch here. He has the Roost too. Okay, cool. So we are going to win this battle. We're going to win this attrition battle because Ice Punch is doing over half to him every time. And Roost is only getting back so much. And we do have a chance to freeze as well. So... kind of want to go back into Pelipper and set up the rain. He withdraws. And he wants to go out back out in a raindrop. Which is the... Okay. You're not taking a Hurricane, bud. I don't know what you are, but you are not taking a Hurricane. And I know you're already max attack adamant here. So I just want to evaluate the fact that Hurricane is doing 64. Oh no, let's get rid of all that special defense investment. Yeah, Hurricane is knocking you the heck out. Provided he's like max HP as well. 81 to 95. We are also a bit faster. I'm going to go for the Hurricane. I'm going to risk that. I don't think he wants to risk that. I don't think he wants to risk that. And nothing on his team really likes a Hurricane, like the P2 does, but the P2 also gets Toxic. And I also have a free switch in into Scissor at the P2. Latios has Draco and Roost. Suicune has Calm Mind, Scald, Rest, maybe Protect. Hitmontop, we've seen the close combat. Ninetales and Absol have not hit the field yet. Yeah, Hurricane does 81 to 96. I'm guessing that's like 85 right now. So if we get low rolled, this hurts, but that's also provided he's not max HP. Also, if he's max speed, he is faster. But I think he'd be a little bit more bulky than that. So Hurricane's going to hurt. He knows we've got the Damp Rock, but he doesn't know how specially invested I am. But I don't think he'd risk this Hurricane. We'll find out if he risks the Hurricane. We'll find out if he risks that. I mean, Suicune obviously is still asleep. We can go into something like... He withdraws, actually. All right, cool. Did not want to risk that. Goes out into the Dry, which is the P2. P2 is going to hold this Hurricane. That does quite a bit of damage, actually. And I'm going to go right back out into Scissor here. Scissor holds this thing. I can get some lefties recovery. I can U-turn on this thing as well, in case he decides to go for that. Let me just get my calc here really quickly. I'm assuming he'd be like a physical set. Goes for the Ice Beam, so that's what I thought. I thought he'd have, like, Bolt Beam coverage. So he doesn't want to get Toxicked. I don't think he wants to sit here and 1v1 me. I do want a U-turn. I do want to go for a U-turn here. Because if he switches out into something like that Suicune again, we can go out into Roserade. Leech Seed. He might have Talk. I mean, but then again, he doesn't have Ice Beam coverage for Roserade and Zygarde then. So it might be Calm Mind, Scald, Rest, Ice Beam. Which is definitely something he could have. I don't know. That fourth move on Suicune is going to determine how we set up and win. Because if he doesn't have Ice Beam, Zygarde just kind of comes in. Obviously, he's got the Fairy in Alola Ninetales, so Outrage. He stays in. Wow, okay. And that's going to hurt. Ooh, he might be especially defensive, actually. So what does he want to go for? What does he want to go for? This is totally an analytic boosted hit, too. So, if he is a... I'm going to go on to All Might here. I'm going to go for a close combat. See what he wants to go for. I'm going to break the mold. Goes for a Foul Play. That's going to hurt. So he's got Foul Play as well. All right, good to know. Close combat in a P2. Knocks it out from this range. Nothing on his team appreciates 2 close combats. Let me double check that. I mean, close combat, yeah. Close combat is the move right here. Close combat knocks this thing out. Close combat, I mean, a max HP Hitmontop doesn't even want a... Doesn't even want that. Yeah, that's at -1. We know he's got the Intimidate. If he doesn't switch in the Hitmontop, I mean, this close combat hurts something. Even Latios. We know Latios isn't choice locked anymore, so Latios doesn't want to take 2. Especially at the range that he's at. I mean, Latios... Let's just assume he's a Specs user. Yeah, he withdraws. Yeah, close combat, 2-hit KOs. He goes out back out in a Raindrop, which is the Hitmontop. And that is going to put him in... Yeah, that is a clean 2-hit KO, especially after that toxic damage. Especially after that toxic damage. It's doing 44 to 55 to a max HP set. I am -1 though, so I do want to check how much, like, a Mach Punch does. Does 20... Let me... 252... Adamant. 34... Where are we at here? So I'm at 68. I'm just going to go for another close combat here. If he's got the priority in Mach Punch, cool. But close combat obviously does knock him out. Close combat knocks him out. So like I said, if he goes for that Mach Punch, cool. That does 34 to 42. I'm at 68, so that puts me down. But that also limits his priority now down to Mega Absol. So if we can get this thing out of the way. Goes for the Mach Punch. There it is. Mach Punch is going to bring me down to 29. And we are able to get rid of that Hitmontop, which is very, very nice. We're getting that Intimidate user out of the way. Dies to suck. Close combat. Alright, cool. Cool, cool, cool. Rain is still up, which is nice. He doesn't know I'm Scarfed yet, because I'm naturally faster than him on top. I am -2, which is something to keep a note. And I'm pretty sure Absol, like a Mega Absol, Sucker Punch kills me from here. Yeah, Sucker Punch does 50% to me at -2. If I'm not at -2, I have a chance to live on a high roll, provided I don't come in on any more hits. And that's also provided he's not like a Swords Dance variant. So I'm curious what comes in right now. Goes out into Trap Soul, which is the Absol. Okay. So Absol can definitely revenge me right here. How many turns of Rain do I have left? Because I can go out into Swampert too. Let me check that. How many turns of Rain do I have left? 2 turns of Rain left. So I can switch out into Mega Swampert on what I hope to be the Sucker Punch. And we'll see what happens here. We'll see what happens. I'm at 52, I believe that is. So I live a knockoff. That is a Sucker Punch. Alright, yep, and I'm still at 52. So Sucker Punch is going to hurt. Earthquake kills. Brick Break kills, obviously. Ice Punch is 50 to 70. I don't want to do that. And I am still faster than him. I think I need to go for Earthquake just in case he goes into Suicune. I'm going to go for Earthquake just in case he goes for Suicune. Because Earthquake, provided he has no HP investment, just the 4 in defense. I mean, I kill right on the nose. And we know his Absol has the Sucker Punch now. I would go for the Ice Punch. But if he stays in and tries to Sucker Punch me for chip damage, he stays in. Oh, please don't have a lot of HP investment. Please don't have a lot of HP investment. Yes! And we knock out the Mega Absol. Perfect. Dies to Swampert Earthquake. Alright, cool. So, Alolan Ninetales can come in and kind of mess me up. I can switch hard into Pelipper to prevent him from getting up like Aurora Veil offense. Because Aurora Veil behind in front of Suicune is going to suck. He can make that prediction to go for a Freeze Dry, but then I go into Scissor, and then I can just Bullet Punch him straight from there. And we've got P2 still kind of worn down. Suicune is at full. Latios has some chip damage behind it. But I'll go back out into Pelipper to set up the rain if that's the case for Swampert. Goes out into McCloud, which I believe to be the... Yep, there it is. There it is. And you have the Snow Warning ability. Okay, cool. Snow Warning. Now, does Pelipper live? I don't believe so. Ninetales. Aurora Veil supports. Yeah, Freeze Dry does kill Pelipper. So, but that does prevent him from putting up the Veil, which is exactly what I want. So if he goes for the Veil right now, awesome. If not, then he confirms Freeze Dry. But I don't want him to have that Hail up. And I can also go back out into Swampert and click like Earthquake or something and Revenge Kill. He's got the Freeze Dry. Good part on his play. Good play on his part. Good play on his part. Pelipper goes down. But I prevented him from okay, so dies to Ninetales, Freeze Dry. So Pelipper's gone, so this is the last time I have rain. Ninetales. Aurora Veil support. If he's like a max HP set, Close Combat has a chance to knock out. Ooh. What if you're not max HP? Close Combat has a very strong roll too. I can also go out into Scizor. I think Scizor with a Bullet Punch is nice. Because if he's got the rain up, that's fine. I can Bullet Punch out, get some lefties recovery too. I don't want him to get Suicune behind that Veil, though. I'll just go for the Bullet Punch here. Hitmontop's gone, which is nice. Hitmontop's nice to be gone. We don't need that Intimidate. I just forgot how to English right there. The Intimidate will be nice not to have for things like Zygarde. The Foul Play on there is really nice. So he withdraws. U-turn would have been cool there. Goes out into 6 seconds, which is that Suicune. So I'm curious as to how I can take advantage of that. I think if he is a Suicune, Calm Mind plus Protect, I would anticipate him to be like a max HP set. Leaf Storm's going to hurt him a lot. Leaf Storm's going to hurt him a lot. I'm going back out. Maybe he doubled. No, he would have switched out first if he doubled. Do you have the Sleep Talk? Do you have Sleep Talk? There's the Sleep Talk. So he goes for the Calm Mind here. So we know he is, in fact... Let's get some Leech Seed off on him. Let's get some Leech Seed action off on him. And then we can start dropping a Leaf Storm or something on there. Leech Seed will be nice just to kind of wear him down. This is what I was afraid of right here. I was hoping he had, like, Ice Beam for his 4th move. But Leech Seed will be nice for their art recovery as well. Scald's not doing too much. We can get a Leaf Storm off on him, get a huge chunk off, and then switch out into something else. Does he want to stay in, though? That's my question. That's my question. Because even if he's, I'm assuming... So Leaf Storm's a 2-hit KO right now. And that's assuming he doesn't have special defensive investment and he's just boosting. And assuming he also has max HP. So like a Leech Seed into a Leaf Storm is going to hurt. But he still has that leftovers. Also forces him to rest here pretty soon. So he withdraws. Okay, so he's still asleep. He doesn't want any of that. Goes back out into Dry, which is the Porygon 2. We missed the Leech Seed. That sucks. Okay. That sucks. So let's go back out into Scizor. That sucks. And now he knows we have the Leech Seed. And he's got the recover as well. So he's got a lot of stuff going for him right now. Huh. I do want to get this thing toxic. He can also switch right back out into the Suicune too. This is going to be a really hard battle. We got 2 of his hard hitters out of there. I'm going to go for a toxic because last time I U-turned on him. There we go. Let me wear this thing down. Thank you. All right. That's what I wanted because I can take a foul play. We see his whole set. Ice Beam and foul play. We eat those. I can roost up in front of him. I can U-turn. I can wait till the rain goes away as well. I can wait until the rain goes away as well. And then U-turn out on that Suicune. I can also roost too. Which is exactly what I'm going to do just because I want that residual off on him. I want that toxic damage to start racking up on that Porygon too. This is going to be a long match. This is going to be a very long match. He's got a lot of coverage for Zygarde. Which is not what I wanted. And I don't want him to get that Veil up. We still have Brick Break on the Swampert, but unfortunately without the rain, he's not going to get there. He's going to go out into McLeod. Cool. I'm going to roost up. He's going to get rid of the rain. And unless he's Babiri Berry, this Bullet Punch should knock him out. Alright. So unless he's Babiri Berry, we're knocking him out of here. And we haven't seen an item yet. So it's very likely that he's Babiri Berry right here and goes for the Veil. Because then he Calm Minds with Suicune and just kind of goes. So he withdraws. Alright, he thought I was going to switch out at some point. He goes back out in 6 seconds. Fine by me. Fine by me. He's going to get the pressure off. Cool, 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 cool. So now, if I can get Zygarde up to like +1 against this thing, that's my question. Because he's taking hail damage. Cool, 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 cool. Oh no, not level 0. If I can get the +1, Outrage starts to hurt. +2, Thousand Arrows has a chance to 2-hit KO. I'm going to U-turn in case he decides to double. So I can get some chip damage off if he tries to double back out into a Alolan Ninetales. Because then I can go out into something like Scissor. Or I can go out into something like Sock and Close Combat the Ninetales. Because with some chip damage off, Close Combat does knock that thing out. It's a 62.5% chance to Oko. So he withdraws. Does he double back out? Goes on to Team Colors. Alright, so this U-turn is going to hurt you. This U-turn is going to hurt you, my friend. Alright, cool. Latios is down. Dies to Scizor U-turn. Now, best case scenario, if he goes out... Alright, so let's see here. Ninetales. Earthquake has a chance to kill. I think my best bet is quite actually going out into Sock and close combating something that comes in. Because like I said, unless he's max HP, like he's got some defensive investment, close combat has a 62.5% chance to kill. I got to kind of bank on that. I think it's going to be our best bet. I haven't even checked how many turns of hail there's been, so if we can confirm that he's Light Clay as opposed to Babiri Berry, Scizor does also knock him out. Which is going to be unfortunate, but... he could also be Scarf Ninetales. I don't think we've seen him go for an attack. That would be it right there. Scarf Ninetales would be very, very nice. But I'm not assuming so. Like I said, I think he's going for like Aurora Veil Crocoon. Alright, cool. So... Suicune. I kind of want to get this thing's leftovers out of the way, to be honest. But I think I'm going to switch out into Ivy. I'm going to go for a Leech Seed or something on somebody. Somebody's getting Leech Seeded right here. Somebody's getting leech seeded right now. Get a rest. Get a rest. Get rest. Get rest. Calm mind. Alright, cool. Alright, so he's going to take some hail damage. Do I want to just go for chip right here? I might want to. Because even if he's +1, Leaf Storm's still 2-hit KOs. I might just want to go for the Leaf Storm, to be honest. He wakes up this turn, and a Scald not in the rain. He's not doing anything, even at +1. I think depending on rolls and everything, I think I gotta go for a Leaf Storm. No, I think I go for Leech Seed here. I think I go for Leech Seed into Leaf Storm, provided he stays in. Okay, he wakes up. Goes for the rest again. Cool, 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 cool. So that's going to give me hail damage and Leech Seed recovery off. Fine by me. So he's got 2 turns to be asleep. Between hail and Leech Seed, the leftovers aren't going to do much. The knockoff would have been clutch. Alright, so he's not going to get hail anymore. But we are going to get recovery from his Leech Seed, which is huge. I can go for spikes damage. Do I want spikes? Or do I want damage? What are you doing to a 9 Tails? These storms doing 60 to 76. I can also go for a Sludge Bomb here, predicting the 9 Tails to want to come in. I think I go for Sludge Bomb here, predicting the 9 Tails to want to come in. Because I think Sludge Bomb into Leech Seed. If he goes for a Scald, that's fine. If he goes for Rest. Alright, so he stays in. So I'm going to get some chip damage off on you. Go for a Rest. Help me out here. Calm Mind. Alright, so now he's +2. Oh, and something to note, he's faster than me, too. Wait a minute. He is much faster than me, too. So he's got to have... Let's assume at least 140. Might have the rest in special defense, honestly. I'll go for a Leaf Storm right here. He stays in. Help me out here. Help me out here. Get a rest. Get a rest. There we go. All right, baby. There we go. Let me get this Leaf Storm off. All right, cool, 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 cool. So I think he's going to need to go for a rest right here. I think he's going to need to go for a rest right here if he wakes up. Which does give me kind of a bit of wiggle room with Zygarde. Because now that I know he's not like perfect defense. I'm going to go out into Zygarde. Because Zygarde's still going to get Leech Seed recovery off of him. And we know he doesn't have Ice Beam. Wakes up first turn, goes for the rest. Okay. So we know he's at least 140 in speed. I'm going to go for a Dragon Dance here. We need a bank that he doesn't get like a Scald Burn or something. Because then we can start putting huge chunks in him. Because he's +2 right now. Goes for a Calm Mind. Alright, cool. So good news is I can 2-hit KO. Bad news is that I would put in a huge chunk. So like I said, we know he's not perfect max defense. So at +1, I am firing off 1,000 arrows that should do over half. For the chip damage, for the culture, even if he gets a skull, that's going to do over half if he's not invested. But after Leech Seed, another one will hurt him. I need Sleep Talk to not work right now. I need Sleep Talk to go for Rest or Calm Mind. Goes for the Scald. All right, now I just need to not get burned by the 30% chance to burn. All right. All right. So we've had the 2 turns. And now he can either Scald me here. $27 to $32. I think Outrage kills him. I'm going to go for Outrage, provided this knocks him out. $27 to $32. I'm going to go for it. I need that high roll. That didn't work. He went for Rest too. Alright. That sucks. God, I hate Crocoon. I hate Crocoon so much. The Leech Seed recovery is nice for us. 1,000 arrows would have been the better play. And actually, if he just keeps getting looped out, Outrage will still hurt him. Which will be good for us, unless he switches right onto the Alola Ninetales right now. Which will give us a double into Scissor. And we can Bullet Punch him, provided he doesn't go for an HP Fire. And if Sleep Talk keeps helping us right now, that'll be huge. I need it to help us right now. Goes for the Scald. Alright, so I believe that's Zygarde. Going down. Yep. Alright, so Zygarde dies to Suicune Scald. Now I can go out into Scissor. Or I can go out into Swampert and put a huge dent off into this thing. Which would be nice. We know he's not max HP, max defense, so that would put in a huge amount of damage into him. I think that's what we have to do. I think I have to go out into Swampert, go for an Earthquake, and then I have to go out into... And then I have to go out into Sock. Yeah, max HP is doing 37 to 44, and then I think I have to go out into Sock, and I have to start hitting Close Combat. Because I think after this, Close Combat would sweep. And actually, if Sleep Talk bones him right here, that'll be huge. If Sleep Talk bones him right here, that'll be huge. Goes for the Calm Mind. Alright, cool. So now, I can go for that Earthquake again. And that will knock him out. And I'll get a little bit of Leech Seed recovery off from him too. Which will be really good for us in dealing with that Ninetales. The max HP is going to be nice Leech Seed recovery for us. Yeah, I got to go for Earthquake here. And then I got to kind of play around the fact that he has the Veil. Because Scizor, if he's got Aurora Veil, does pretty good damage, actually. I think that in a close combat would knock him out. The Hail's going to be annoying to deal with. But I think we can still play around with this. So Earthquake will knock this thing out, and if not, it'll get enough chip damage off into Alola Ninetales. So he withdraws. Goes out into Dry, which is the P2. P2's at damn near full. Fine by me. That's going to be huge damage off. Toxic damage too. So we know he's got Foul Play and Ice Beam. Porygon 2, Defensive Tank. Foul play. Ice Beam's doing 8.4 to me. Oh, no, that's to Scizor. Excuse me. Porygon 2. Like a standard defensive tank. I think he's more specially defensive, if anything. So Ice Beam's doing 18. Foul play's doing 32 to 37. Brick Break's actually doing more, and I'm at 66, so I can actually Brick Break him right here for more damage, just in case he feels safe going for a recover. So he does go for the recover. Okay, cool. So Brick Break's doing a lot of damage. And with that Toxic keeps racking up, he won't be able to stay in. It's crazy. Brick Break's actually doing more to that Porygon too. I mean, you know, understandably so. Brick Break's got a roll to do 43.7%. So even after a foul play, I'm still living. I might even live 2 foul plays depending on the rolls. Toxic's gonna suck, but we can still play around. That Suicune's still asleep too, which is good to know because I can go back out into Roserade and Leech Seed and Leaf Storm that thing into oblivion. Brick Break will also be chip damage for like Scizor and Socks coming with the Alolan Ninetales. Alright, cool. Do you go for recovery? Goes for the foul play here. That is going to bring us down to 21%. And Brick Break will knock this thing out right here, which will be good for us, which is what I want. Alright, Porygon 2 goes down to Swampert Brick Break. Now he's got the Alolan Ninetales, which I'm assuming is going to come out and try to set up the Veil. He needs to actually kill me because Brick Break will go through the Veil and kill me, and kill him. So he needs to kill me, and then I need to go out into Scizor and Bullet Punch him twice. I think that's the way that goes. Because if he goes for the Veil first turn, I'll Brick Break through, and then he'll be at under half. Then he needs to kill me. And then Scizor, even with the Babiri Berry, still kills the Ninetales. And then depending on everything, I forget what kind of health Sock is at. Roserade's still around too. Roserade takes on the Suicune with a Leaf Storm. Goes out into McLeod. Alright, yeah, you do need to kill me, fam. You do need to kill me. You cannot afford to go for the Veil right now. And we'll see if he's like a Life Orb set too. And I didn't see if it was the Light Clay either. I'm going for Brick Break here. He has to go for Freeze Dry. He has to offensively attack me. Alright, cool. So Swampert dies to the Freeze Dry. Dies to Ninetales, Freeze Dry. Alright. I go out into Scizor here. I click Bullet Punch twice. Suicune's pretty low. You could be Babiri Berry. You very well could be Babiri Berry. And get that Veil up. But I deal with that with a couple Leaf Storms and some Leech Seed damage. Because I think even with where he's at, he doesn't take a Leaf Storm. And I don't think he's on his second turn Wake Up yet either. So he withdraws. So I don't think he's Babiri Berry. I think he goes down to the Suicune here. And I think hail damage plus 2 Bullet Punches hurts you. Yeah, I think U-turn into hail might kill you if you don't wake up. We'll see. We'll find out the hard way. Alright, let's U-turn out. He has to wake up first, obviously. Goes for rest. Alright. Damn it, I hate Suicune. So 2 Leaf Storms knock out a Suicune from uninvested. And we got some good chip. So actually, with hail damage, Leaf Storm might knock this thing out. Which is what I want. And we know he's faster than me too, so he could get a Calm Mind off. But I think Leaf Storm into hail will knock him out. So I think that hail is actually going to take him down. And he needs to go for Sleep Talk and land the Calm Mind. Because Leaf Storm does 76 to 90. Alright, we'll get our Black Sludge recovery off here. Yeah, I go for Leaf Storm here. I go for Leaf Storm 100% of the time. He's a fast Suicune too, that's incredible. He stays asleep. He didn't go for Sleep Talk. That's crazy. Alright. Suicune, he could have got that Calm Mind and maybe 1v1 there a little bit. That is to Roserade, Leaf Storm. And then even though I'm at -2, I can still launch a... I can still launch Ninetales. Still launch a Sludge Bomb into him. That'll be a 2-hit KO. So I can go for a Sludge Bomb here. Freeze Dry is obviously going to hurt a lot. We've got good investment, though. He can set up a Veil to kind of wear us down, which actually still could be problematic. But Sludge Bomb into Bullet Punch will be able to hurt. There's the Aurora Veil, alright, that we've been waiting for. So -2 behind the Veil. Still, that's not good damage. Oh, it was the last turn, too. So I'm just going to get as much damage off as I can on this thing. He goes for HP Fire, I'm presuming? Yep. Goes for the HP Fire. I'll let this thing go down just so behind the Veil, Freeze Dry doesn't kill. Or Bullet Punch will kill. So I'll just keep going for Sludge Bombs, even at -2. And Freeze Dry is not going to be able to knock us out, which means I get a third Sludge Bomb off. Perfect. Which means even behind the Veil, Scissor does win. So I believe that to be GG, friends. I believe that to be GG, friends. If I'm not mistaken. Goes for the Hidden Power again just to finish me off, just in case you thought I was going into Scissor. Keeps that differential, that's fine. I'm not really worried about the differential at this point in the league. Size 2, Ninetales, HP Fire. I'll go out into Scissor here and Bullet Punch. This was a tough match. This was a very tough match. I applaud Kyle. I applaud Kyle. I played a whole different person than I played in WBE. I'm gonna be honest, guys. I'm gonna be honest. Ninetales dies to Scizor, Bullet Punch, and that is going to be game, ladies and gentlemen. Your Detroit Steelings coming out 2-0 on Kyle A and the Miami Donphans. Holy crap, seriously, dude. G-freaking-G. G-freaking-G, man. I cannot stress enough how good of a match that was. Oh my god. Oh my god. Wow. Seriously, golf claps to Kyle. Like I said, guys, go check him out. His link to his channel will be in the description of this video. Next week is last week of P4G, and I don't think that unless we win out or something, I think next week is going to be our last week. But we are going up against... Is that Greg and the Los Angeles Clefable? I believe it is. We're going up against Coach Regulator and the Los Angeles Clefable. He, as of recording this video, is now 6-7, so we do... we might be able to win. He looks to have some fun little weather abusers on his team. Nope, I lied. Just a really solid team. He's got 2 Cannon on his team, so that'll be interesting. But like I said, make sure you guys go check out Kyle. I will leave the link to his channel in the description. Leave a like if you enjoyed. Of course, let me know your thoughts on the battle in the description or in the comment section of this video. All that being said, I want to remind you guys to be great and do great. I'm going to let this out your bang. I'm going to talk to you all soon. Later.